You'll see it pop up on your screen, and you'll know to start. I'll be quiet.
Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, everyone, and welcome to Tuesday morning programming right here on American Muslim 360. My name is William Kareem, and today's program is Stories of the Lives of the Prophets. Yes, Stories of the Lives of the Prophets. On this show, we talk about the prophets of Islam, and many of the prophets of Islam are also the prophets of the Christian religion and in the Hebrew religion also. There are some differences, but they are the stories of the lives of the prophets that have been passed down to us through a great scholar named Ibn Kathir. So the name of the book that we actually read from is Stories of the Lives of the Prophets by Ibn Kathir. Okay, so um, we've done Adam, which is the first prophet, which most people agree is the first prophet. Then we did Enoch, or also known as Idris, which is basically known as the second prophet. Then we did Noah, Noah being the third prophet. And then from there, we did Hud, which is the fourth prophet. We did Salih, which is the fifth prophet. And then we went to Abraham, which is the sixth prophet. Abraham is a major prophet. So now we are on Prophet Ishmael or Ishmael. Okay, we're on Prophet Ishmael. Now, this is where the story kind of takes a turn. And it takes a turn because the human being winds up making differences. In stories of the lives of the prophets by Ibn Kathir, he presents it from a Muslim point of view. But if you were supposed to look in the Christian scripture or in the Hebrew scripture, you might not find Prophet Ishmael, but he is very important. And they know he's important, but the way that they've kind of erased him out, it has to do with the hand of man. Unfortunately, the hand of man puts his signature on things to change things. You know, human beings have the ability to do that, especially when it comes to history. Okay, so that being said, ever since the human being has been on the earth, the human being has had to make its way, has had to work, has had to uh, utilize the five senses and everything in order to survive against all of the other um, creatures of the earth. So you had to work for the food, had to work, to be dressed because, human beings don't have clothing like, the other parts of a large creation do, and then had to work in order to secure shelter. And so as time has gone on, the human being has been very successful at doing that. Um, so much to the point where, today, everybody has an apartment. We're all working as human beings to make sure that our um, food, clothing, our basics is taken care of, food, clothing, and shelter. Make sure that our family, has food, clothing, and shelter. But what has happened as far as human beings is done, which is different from other creatures, is that what we have done is we have had the opportunity and ability to look out for other human beings, basically, or to be caretakers of the earth. When we see that there's things wrong as far as the earth is concerned, we kind of step in and try to do something about it. And that is very true today. Um, uh, and this is where it comes into, the idea of establishing institutions. And the human being has established institutions for the sake of addressing problems that may be a part of uh, the societies that we live in. And this is something that happens all over the world. You will have societies, and that has happened, for many of the generations that have come before us. You go back to Africa, Egypt, one of them, it was where the king, king would sit on his throne, and when people needed things and there was problems, they would basically come to the king and say, "King, listen, I need this, I need that, and I need this, and I need that," and then the king would give it to him. But today, what we have here in America, we have institutions. We have institutions like the Department of Education, the Department of Internal Revenue Service, and other departments. Well, we also have institutions as far as communities are concerned. And this is what we want to talk about today. We want to talk about the establishment of community-wide Shura Conference, which is an organization that has been established by the Muslim American Society here in America under the leadership of Imam W.D. Muhammad. And so you can follow me along by going to cwsc.us. Go to cwsc.us because we have a fundraising going on right now for the community-wide Shura Conference American Muslim 360. And the purpose of that, of course, is to raise funds for the community-wide Shura Conference so that we can continue this great community work that we're doing, unleashing and harnessing the full capacity inherent in the group intellect. That is our motto, unleashing and harnessing the full capacity inherent in the group intellect. So if you would go to cwsc.us and you would see that there's a host of menus, on the CWSC. And if we started with the home page, you would see that CWSC has a goal and objective of establishing a 50-year human family strategic planning initiative. And we're joined by our sister, Martha Nala Abdullah, and maybe she can say a couple of words about the 50-year human strategic planning initiative. Sister Martha?
Ah, yes. Assalamu alaikum. And one of the topics, and I pray you can hear me okay
Yes,
because
yes,
I'm
very well.
in. Okay, very good. And one of the top measures, the things that we are diligent about with CWSC AM 360 is that our hosts are very, very well versed in what they are presenting, and uh, it is a very informative process that CWSC is about. I'm hesitating because informational intelligentsia, it is information being shared, but we want to, at the same time, as much trust that we put into what we hear, we always want to know that we have the responsibility, we as listeners and we as providers of information, that we have uh, a disclaimer. AM 360 has a disclaimer, and you may want to know why. And the why is because we are the final one responsible, we being the listener, is the final one responsible for what direction we use the information in, how we use the information. So I want to bring that forward, William, and then go over to our CWSC page as we are here. Can you see it on the screen? For
Yes.
those who are, okay, for those who are present, not everyone has a disclaimer. Other organizations entering into an agreement or taking words as they are to mean what they mean. And so at different times, we find that over a period of years, prophetically, we heard what the prophets have said and how individuals translated what they said, and then we hold it to heart. And then we hold the ones giving the information responsible. So to protect all of us and to head off any kind of confusion, perhaps, that can happen, we want to present to you the disclaimer from our hosts as well as from the board of directors. So let me share that. American Muslims 360 disclaimer. The content of the American Muslim 360 Broadcasting Network is intended for general information and community service purposes only. Views expressed by our hosts or guests are their own and not necessarily the official position of AM 360 or the parent corporation, Community Wide Sure Conference, Inc., CWSC, or its board of directors. Content is not designed to provide specific and personal medical, financial, law, legal, counseling, or other professional advice. No liability, explicit or implied, shall extend to the hosts, AM360, or CWSC. We encourage you to consult an advisor for your specific circumstances. And that is one of the processes that we connect with as becoming hosts. And CWSC is the parent corporation. Right there, right here is where we form an alliance with the hosts, whoever is a host. I'm a host, William is a host. There are many hosts. We have about 25 hosts that comes on through AM360. And there's a trust extended to all of us. So to minimize any further confusion that may arise, as William, you're sharing about the prophets, and confusion arose, even though they came with the truth. People have that in general, people are created to think. And in our thinking, sometimes we do go into an area of questioning. And so to have this legitimate part or the legal part, it connects with, it protects both of us, all of us. Let me go to CWSC's excuse me, I had that up.
Yeah, while you go to that,
Our telethon.
while you go to that,
Oh,
let us just say that, our purpose is as an organization is to share good information. We are that's what we're doing. And we've gone through all of the steps that are necessary, the legal steps for organizing documents. We've been in contact with the IRS to be an official 501c3, to have a charitable deduction status. We have bylaws, operating guidelines, participant information, EIN number. We've done all of this to make sure that we are in accord with the laws of our country, and so that the main mission is the sharing of information with each other. But like once or twice a year, what we do fundraising, but it's not something that this organization is not uh uh it's not was not organized for the purpose of fundraising. The only reason why we do fundraising is because we got bills. Don't be surprised. We have bills, and bills have to be paid. And so this is right now, we're in fundraising mode. And that's why, we're going through all this with Sister Martha is going through this here, and giving us this information. Sister Martha?
yes. And because of the composition of or the makeup of CWSC, we have what we call intelligentsia components. And the intelligentsia components of that, William is, and all that he does, William is also a director with CWSC. And what does that mean? That means that he is, one of the areas is internship. Now, when individuals connect with CWSC, because we understand, we've come to understand that our work, our passion for what we have in our own heart and soul to do in life, it is already a part of our life. So being a part of CWSC doesn't mean split or separate yourself from what you're passionate about, but there's an area where you can connect and bring forth your passion, bring forth your skills, your expertise. And needless to say, William is one with an expertise in the area of working with young people as well, working with people,
Alhamdulillah.
period.
Alhamdulillah.
Working with people. And that connection has brought him to, we of course we said, okay, Leadership Development Council Director and internship. So I'm taking us to internship for CWSC. And let me turn where you can see internship. Look at that, helping young Americans develop leadership skills today. Now, when well, William is also executive producer of A New Day for Al Islam Community Radio, which is now on the conference line. But the main thing is communication,
Yes.
having a format where communication is held, performed,
Alhamdulillah.
and right within our own family. We have leadership skills being displayed no less with William and his sons and everyone that he's worked with through the years, through an educational format, and then from his own passion to share with the world what Almighty God has blessed him with. So, with internship, that the world is fast changing. Do we? Oh, is that understatement or what? That the world is fast changing is an understatement to all progressive organizations. It is not simply technology driving the rate of change, it's also sociocultural, political, legal, and international environments, creating pressure to stay ahead of the learning and adaptation curve. Students at all levels, which we all are, of education, from senior high school to doctoral programs, can provide experienced leaders and managers with fresh perspectives and new approaches to problem solving. Along with their early adoption of new technologies, students also bring a level, of idealism.
Idealism. Yeah.
Yes, and energy that can revitalize an institution's mission and vision.
Yes, and just to say something on that, Sister Martha, it's important that we live in a society that uh, uh who's fast approaching the future, especially with the advent of technology. This fast approach to the future is this energy toward the future makes it where many people are focused so much on future technology and the way that it's being used as far as artificial intelligence and money, making money to this degree, getting themselves seen and heard. But what winds up happening in a situation like that, you can't forget the foundation. You're going so far that you forget the foundation of principles that you have to deal with. It's like a kite. It's like a kite flying up into the going up into the air. It continues to go up, but that kite has to have a foundation on the earth. It has to be foundation, because if it doesn't have a foundation, then that kite was is not going to be able to get back to its beginning where it began. And so we can't allow our children, we can't allow this the hearts and the minds of our community to just continuously push forward without remembering the basic principles that we are established upon, and I'm going to utilize it on the basis of Islam has five principles. You don't want to go so far out there that you forget, like, we're established on prayer, we're established on charity. We're established on fasting. We're established on the Holy Quran. Or that is the foundation that we are charged with. Even though there are many other ideas out there, we have a foundation, and everything has to be established on that. So yeah, we want to we want to move forward into the future technology and all the rest of that, but we don't want to ever give up our foundation.
I mean, so therefore, CWSC wants to help our communities stay in the forefront of new American leadership. If you're a student with strong commitment to our model community excellence, then CWSC can offer internship opportunities across a variety of disciplines that place on you the front line of researching. And right there, William, researching
Yes.
means you have to use your thinking, yeah, the curiosity that comes as a natural component that Almighty God has created us all with curiosity. Researching and helping to solve complex problems in communities while honing your training and education for the 21st century. Join us in helping to remake the world.
Yeah, there you go.
We say email us at info@cwsc.us. And with your subject line, if you're seeking internship, we will give the foundation, and whatever area you want to connect with, then we can assist in your connecting with those areas, whatever it may be. We will just discuss it, and then the director or the staff will help assist you in seeing how you're wanting to line up with as an intern, whether it's in even if it's in broadcasting. Yes, William is a broadcaster, and I've learned a lot from the disciplines that he's employed without even he doesn't have to know. We're studying one another as to what uh, what techniques are best with general information sharing, and then what's not. And so we step into the trial and error era arena, trial and error, that's tongue twisting, trial and error arena.
Yes.
And this is why interns are interns, because we're studying, we're always studying, strategizing. And that's because we want to help remake the world into a
You
better
know,
place.
and one of the most important things that we've come to find is that our we have students that Muslim student associations. We have Muslims that go to public schools. We have Muslims that go to colleges. We have Muslims that are writers of poetry. We have Muslims that are hip hop artists, and I say it on the basis of hip hop artists because when you are a hip hop artist, you actually formulate words that make sense, that speak, of your life and some of the things that you're going through. And so, as a Muslim that is going through life, they formulate words that express what they're living as far as their Muslim life is concerned. Another area that we have found that our young Muslim students are again is that when they go to school, they have to write papers. And these papers
Mhm.
that they write, these papers are give their opinions on what the teacher is asking them, a subject that the teacher is telling them to write about. Well, we want those students to come on air with those papers and read those
And
papers to us, to the old elder, the pioneer generation, and to show us what it is that they're talking about. What is it that you're studying? We'd like to know what you're studying. We'd like to know, what your professors are giving you, and then how you are responding. Share that information with us, here on American Muslim 360. So, and as an intern, we can give you that. And in the process of giving you that, what it does is it gives you an opportunity to develop your voice, to develop your idea as far as being out there in the world. So we can provide that kind of platform for our young people, and that's one of the areas that we're working in.
and ask me how, as you see what's on the screen now, correct?
Yes.
And ask me, how did the pictograph get placed into the whole screen of American Muslim 360? I couldn't begin to tell you. Not Martha Nyla. I could I could speak philosophically, but a person wanting to know, how do I do that? Well,
But
there are courses to learn how to do that. I just haven't learned it.
yeah,
But
but
it,
there are, and Sister Martha, you don't have to learn it because there are many out there that have it, and all we have to do is connect with them.
there you go.
There's an original picture. That original picture is me, but what has been added? There have been a bunch of placements that have been added in order to create this uh, this presentation that's called American Muslim 360, where your intellect is respecting your voice, protecting, et cetera, et cetera. This visual that you see, this has been created, and we have people that we can connect with that is capable of doing that. And that's what we want to do. That's who we're connecting with. And so again, this is a fundraiser. These are some of the ideas that we're working with in order to support, show some community support. So we're asking that you go to cwsc.us and donate. The least amount that you could donate, you can donate if you want to go to CWSD and donate $5, that'll be fine. But if you really want to help us, you could, just do 9.99 a month. We can set that up with the technology that we have today. Just do 9.99 a month to donate to the Community Watch Shura Conference. Right, just go there, do that, because that would be a recurring gift. 9.99. If you can do more, that would be great. If you could do 29.99, that would be great. But that would mean that we would have, we have a 9.99. We have there was a 25. I saw a $25. There are many
Yes.
organizations. I donate to a hospital organization. I donate to school organizations.
Hmm.
But this is an institution that we have to support. It is our responsibility to support this. So take that into consideration. Go to cwsc.us and make a donation. 9.99, $25 per month, or $100 more, or other, if you can. Sister Martha?
Yes. And here's the address for those who want to send in their appreciated amount. And the address is you make the check or money order out. Back to the donate. Make sure you're conscious of donate a recurring or donate once, one time gift. When you click on that intentionally, you will know that now you can proceed with your mail in. Send it, make your check or money order out to CWSC, not the components. The components you can put down in the note if you want to distribute it in a particular way, but make your check or money order out to CWSC Inc. and then send it, mail it to CWSC Marina Village, 4905 34th Street South, number 185, St. Petersburg, Florida, 33711 4511. You need assistance or you have questions, please dial us at 910-317-0297 or email us info@cwsc.us. You will keep hearing that cwsc.us. Thank Allah for Mukhtar Muhammad, who in his authorship and understanding of words and how the connection between one word to another. Mukhtar Muhammad, Allah blessed him to be the one to put our website together. He said, but he was he was internship wise, William. Mukhtar said, I knew nothing about website designs, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala placed a person that he could contact, and they walked him through it step
There
by
you go.
step.
That's right. That's right. There you go. That was a person who we don't have to know everything, but we know people who know things. And that's who we want to connect with and communicate with so that we can, get those achieve the things that we're working to achieve as a community-wide Shura conference. Because we have people that are capable all over the country, all over the world, that have capabilities that we can get into to that degree. Also wanted to say that it is a honor for us to actually be here in the United States of America. We are very proud to be citizens of the United States of America and to have access to all of these amenities that are in the United States of America. I mean, there are many people in many parts of the world that don't have what we have as Americans, and we should be very appreciative of that, and we are. And the whole purpose of the Community-Wide Shira Conference is for us to uh, come together as a community and to help. What are some of the system author? What are some of the components of of the community-wide Shura conference? I know there's the national what's it?
Yeah, Model Community National Resource Directory.
Yes, and others.
Yes. And that those let's see the components. What we do is we say intelligentsia, the intelligentsia operations. Here we are. Now, and two, the thrust that soothed the passion with Thomas Abdul Salam, the one of the coordinators for designing CWSC, the executive director, and executive producer of AM 360 in designing CWSC, sought out how to answer this quest of Imam Wardi Muhammad, rahimahullah. We should have a studious group studying our history and present circumstances. They should be predicting what we have to face in 20, 30, 40. And
Yes,
CWSC has just said,
yes.
well, let's go 50 years from now. So you see that progressive thinking. It's progressive in our, and I'm using the word progressive, but that's the way we have been designed by the creator, is to think ahead. So going to the intelligentsia components, there's the Speakers Bureau. I thought that was on the right page. The Speakers Bureau scholarships, Leadership Development Council, internship, National Leadership Advisory Council, ambassadors, the think tank, Strategic Family Institute, the bookstore, and I'm saying this last but not the least, it's the flagship, is American Muslim 360. Yes, those are the components. And I will be sharing, William, in just another moment,
Okay.
the PowerPoint, and that will share more of the design for CWSC.
Yes, and it is what we also want you to know that you say, oh, 50 years from now, what the 50-year planning. Yeah, 50-year planning starts with uh, a 1 month at a time. It's one
That's
step
right.
at a So right now, here it is. We are in we're in fundraising mode, and our objective is to raise the $25,000 that we need in order to make sure that we are full functioning CWSC organization, that we can make the improvements and pay the bills that we have, for the year, that we have that. And also, it's important to understand that as the community-wide Shura conference, that, yeah, we are going to be, we have reports that we're going to be doing. It's not like, like we just get the money. We got the money. Wow. No, no, we are going to be responsible as far as that's concerned, and to show you, we have annual reports and everything that we're working on to make sure that we show you how we are responsibly handling the monies that you're giving us. It's not going to be something where, we're being irresponsible. We're going to be able to account for it. And I say that to you on the basis that this is one of the ideas. This is one of the problems that goes on in our society today, that because of the technology, people can take your money and then, like I said, well, it's going to be a fee. Well, what's a fee for what? Oh, don't worry about it. It's just a fee that we charge. Well, give me and give me a reason, give me a receipt of why this fee is necessary. See, because that's business number one. Your money, if you give your money to someone, you should get a receipt for that money that you gave. And this would be a reason that, because it's called barter. I believe that's what it's called, that you give your money and you give something in exchange. That's the basic. That's basic. And so, but we are in a time where people can take your money and say, well, it's a fee, it's this or that, and you don't even know what it's for. Uh, I'm not going to go into, some other examples, but I'm just saying that that's a basic foundational rule, a basic
And
foundational rule of bartering that we have to make sure that we keep in place, because the technology moves so fast that it can take your money, and you say, well, why? Well, that's, and they just say, well, that's the way that it's done. Oh, wait a minute. Whoa, wait a minute. Wait a minute. This is money. I'm giving it to you. I should have a receipt. I should have a reason why that's being done. So, this is what we want to do as far as being stewards of the monies that you give us. Sister Martha.
yes, and if you can see my screen, this is just a particular ledger that we are using, keeping our documentation. Uh, you can see this is 2022. Uh, some of the items, as you see, our income layout, just to show you the structure as well as some of the things that we place here. In January, February, those are the balances that were at those months. All right. And then I'll go down the line for some expenses. You can see that from where we were, there were certain things occurring that increased the income. If you recall, we had the cruise in 2020. And 2021, we had in-person strategic planning, a connection. In 2022, we had connections with the leaders, the conveners. We say we want to connect, communicate, and collaborate. Well, that means that we have to physically at times get together. Every organization does that. But again, William stressed too that we are not an event created organization. We're not event oriented. We have events or connect with events. It's been more benefiting to do make a connection with other organizations that have events, and then we come in providing what we are about. The platform is conducting Shura. That's the
And
baseline.
right.
Amarahum,
Sure.
Shura, Bainahum.
And
How
and
do we do it? And
and
in doing it, yes, then we can connect.
explain what the Shurabena home
Yeah,
is to those who may.
having having an avenue whereby conversations can be held with the intent to solve problems and using the Quran. Mutual consultation, we say, but the how is included in that mutual consultation is we're coming different persons with expertise in particular areas. We collectively come as in a think tank, providing our ideas, our opinions, and then we dissect, begin to get into specifics, the who, what, when, where, why, and how. When we begin to answer those questions, and then we look at what we have in existence. This is understanding a process. Shura, Sharia, you hear those words. Uh, that's a process giving you the how to. So our emotions, we're able to dissolve, or what's another word? Not dissolve our emotions, but our emotions are low key when our intelligence is high. Our intelligence to do the research, to see what it is that what is the problem, How are we going to solve it? And that's what we come together with mutual consultation with one another. And when we leave out from the process, we have made a decision for the solution, and everyone is in
Um,
agreement, and we go forward into
yeah,
the next problem.
mhm. There you go. Very good. Very good.
Okay, here I'll just go through expenses.
Yeah.
AM360, the trademark, our rewards and recognition. There's a petty cash. This is for AM360 alone. Advertisements, transportation, and hotels, whenever that situation arises. Our next component, MCNRD, the Model Community National Resource Directory. We have directors of it. The CEO of AM360 is Khalida Akbar, and the Abdul Hadi is our MCNRD director. Now we have allowance for advertisement. Advertisements, when we have the Model Community National Resource Directory, we're in the process now of engaging masajis or mosques and or Islamic centers and others, interfaith groups and organizations. We have to advertise with them to say, here is a construct whereby you can give your volunteer hours. And the data that we have is not so much invading your privacy. It is the mutual understanding that is secure, but your name, your city and state, your email, your phone number. Then we go directly to the purpose, and that is your talents, your expertise, your skill set. Is it novice? Is it professional? Is it an expert? Whatever that is. And we registered that. And anyone who needing your services, now you get engaged with them by coming through to your information online. Whenever someone requests that we have someone in the MCNRD, then they make that request. They go into, and that's under a code as well. They go into the MCNRD under the expertise column, not your name information, but the expertise. And when they see what is that they're searching for, then they connect that. They email to the director, and then the director. Now they will see your name after they go to the area. I apologize. Say in broadcasting, then all the names of those who have said that I have, some experience in broadcasting, I'm willing to volunteer some services, then maybe 5 names will appear. Those names get sent by the inquirer to the director, and then the director contacts the persons and let them know that their services are being sought.
Well, can I ask you?
Ambassadors.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
let me ask you, because you're mentioning CEOs and directors. Um, we do have a CEO of this community-wide Shura conference, and we also have a director of American Muslim 360. Is that correct? Because that seems what you're expressing. And I was wondering if,
Well,
the director, one of if the directors is with us, is that they might be able to say a couple of words. That would help out a lot.
oh, okay. Now, the because Thomas and Dr. Aisha set up AM360 in a way that, unlike other broadcasting mediums, that they had a structure, and that is that they had the CEO, which was Dr. Aisha Kareem, who is now CEO emeritus, and the CEO under AM360, you will see a broad line of items that AM360 CEO maintains.
Hmm.
That structure was requested to stay in form as it became a component of, once it broadcasted the information about CWSC, and then CWSC became the front as the parent corporation and became the incorporated system, then AM360 is the broadcasting network for
Hmm.
CWSC,
Hmm.
but it keeps its CEO. The executive director for CWSC and the board of directors are the parent organizers for everything that's aligned with CWSC to make CWSC be what it is includes AM360's process, and then all the other are considered directors of the other intelligentsia components.
Right. So you're the CEO of you, Sister Martha, are the
I'm the
CEO
executive
of.
director for CWSC.
There you go. And so we have who's the what about the director of the American of AM 360? I think we have a raised
Well,
hand.
we keep the language, yeah, we keep the language of chief executive officer for American Muslim 360. That
Oh,
language remains.
yes.
Okay, executive director for CWSC and the board of directors. Then we have the chief executive officer who is appointed by the board of CW of American Muslim 360. The CEO of American Muslim 360 is not voted on, whereby the executive director is voted on through the board of directors nomination process and from volunteers who are registered with the Model Community Net Resource Directory.
Okay, so we have a hand up.
Okay, come
So,
on in.
yes, ma'am. And thank you so much for being here this morning and dedicating yourself to be committed. Brother William, we're so grateful to Allah to
Yeah.
see you here. And yes, thank you. And Sister Martha Nyla,
Alhamdulillah.
well, we're grateful for you. I just want to say thank you. I was trying to tune in and make sure that we are being supportive, especially during this week. Even if we just mark off 15 minutes, I'm encouraging all the hosts to do that. I just sent out an email. So that's what I was doing. But definitely, I'm really learning and listening as well as coming into this maybe 6 months ago, if that much, and working under Dr. Latifa A. Hameen. Yeah. And so anyway, Sister Martha, you're doing an excellent job breaking this down, taking us in a direction that was the direction that we were supposed to be going in, and that was the original plan of Imam Thomas Abdul Salam. So continue to do what you're doing. I would like to invite all of our listening audience to continue to support. Invite your colleagues, your family, your neighbors, any businesses or organizations. That is how we're going to be able to continue to serve you and implement excellent customer service, give you more information, and provide opportunities for you to share your intellect, because this is truly a place where your intellect is respected and your voice is protected. And so, as CEO, my vision is to work cohesively with the management of CWSC. We are a collaborative organization, and just making sure that we're clear on what our goals and objectives are in those roles and support each other
I
for
mean,
optimum success. So thank you so much. Great to see you. Assalamu alaikum.
walaikum
And I am
assalam.
Sister
Alaikum
Rita.
assalam. Alhamdulillah. And that was the CEO of American Muslim 360, everyone. Now, if you go to our website, uh, William, and thank you for that question. I was venturing through, if everyone can read our my screen there, we have the various directors and the various components of CWSC's makeup. And as I'm going to go to another screen here. One moment, and that is back to CWSC. One thing that we thank Allah, and in the discussions that we had in the makeup of CWSC from Thomas Abdul Salam and the connection that there are videos on the website, everyone. I mean, the website. They're on YouTube. If you type in community wide Shura conference, the very first meeting in person in 2013, Thomas had us engage in what is community life and he was bringing forth community-wide Shura conference, giving us an understanding of what it was to be, and then utilizing the National Broadcasting Network to promote the vision and mission of CWSC as a collaborative, as Khalida was just saying, a collaborative process, meaning the components make up CWSC. Otherwise, you just have an acronym or a title, community-wide Shura conference. But the Shura and conference indicates that this is all ongoing discussions, conversations, communication, all for the purpose of utilizing what is the beneficial, and that's the group intellect, and the human being the greater resource, and the creator being the source. And with that, I want to take us to our organizing papers. CWSC is very transparent in that our organizing papers, you can go and read the documents of organizing documents, the operational, let's see, charitable donation, operating guidelines, and participant information. For those who want to understand how do we go about having our voting process, our bylaws, everything is there so that when it's time for nominations for the executive director of CWSC, then everyone is informed to make that informed decision. There's a criteria, and the criteria is even outlined on our website. Here's our community-wide Shura conference directing officers operating guidelines, and it takes us through every step from the contents and every step of what we want to know. And it was very intentional, and at the same time open for amendments, as long as when you started speaking, William, about the foundation, not leaving the foundation.
Yes, and
But
it's very professional. And I mean, this is a professional organization. Is what it's very important for you to understand is what we're dealing with. We're dealing with community-wide Shura Conference being a professional organization that is following the rules and regulations that have been established by any participating nonprofit organization. And that's what's being shown right now. Sister Martha is showing right now the professionalism that you can look at for your own self. And this is why we're asking you to make a donation, because you're making a donation to a professional organization, professional 501c3. And if you have any questions about that, just go to our page and go to what our page is about, our governance, our organizing papers. I'll find out about our executive directors, find out about our annual report, our teams, our committees, our ambassadors, our advisory board, and also the MCNRD, the Speakers Bureau think tank, scholarships, etc., etc. It's all there. And we're asking that you participate and you donate so that we can keep this great work going on. Go to the page, cwsc.us, and make a donation.
praise be to God. Thank you. And right here it says respect for the group intellect, reliance on mutual consultation, and we just finished sharing, and Quranic based support and problem solving.
Yes, that's what we do every day. Every day, that's what we're doing.
Every day.
Every day. Today is Tuesday, and you see, I'm the first program that comes on Tuesday, which is Stories of the Lives of the Prophets. But this program, Stories of the Lives of the Prophets, is to give us information, is to share information about some of the historical ideas of the prophets of humanity, not just the prophets of Islam, but the prophets of humanity. And so that our people can be informed about it. What are some of the other programs that come on, Sister Martha, that give information to the
Uh,
viewers and the listeners?
well, let's start with Sunday when we began the direct action of fundraising. And that started with contemplations of Imam Wardi Muhammad.
Yes.
And that is where the Ramadan sessions documents are read from Imam Kareem Hamid and Michael Hamid from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. They start the week, if you will, on Sundays. There are other presenters and presentations that were on, but the individuals wanted to get more education in certain areas. And I'm speaking about Lou Princess Aziz, who chose to take a breather away from, and I forget the title of her show now. Wasn't Can We Talk or Let's Talk, but it has something to do with talk. Imam Omar Shakir about the basics of Al Islam. They were on Sundays, as well as Dr. Latifa Hameen, who offered um, information regarding preventive measures for as it relates to domestic violence, the mental part, the physical part, and the 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 customs that have arisen from our childhood days.
Yes.
I say customs, but the cultural actions that have risen and become a part of our life, our childhood days. And then on Monday morning is with William Green with Living in the Upload Life. It's 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. And Monday afternoon, Muslim American Power Five, MAP 5, with the Honorable Cheryl Saduth, the negotiator. I love saying the negotiator, Amatullah Alaji Sabri, and then the Commissioner Emeritus, Imam Fleming El Amin, and he's also the president of American Coalition for Good Government. And then Monday afternoon and late afternoon, which we just had just yesterday, with Imam Abdul Hafiz Shahid, Optimal Health, from the base of symptometry. And he's from 5 to 7 p.m. And following him is Imam Abdul Aziz from 7 to 8 of Bronx, New York, Masjid Al Adam Community Life Center for Human Excellence. And then we come to
Well,
Tuesday morning where we are.
just to let you know, so these are programs that we're sharing information with our audience. That's what American Muslim 360 does. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing, and that's what we're asking you to support. Please continue, sis. Go ahead, sister.
Yes. So right now you're in the way of the stories of the lives of the prophets by Ibn Kathir being shared with by William Kareem. And then today, we will come on for our fundraising tidbits for just before 7 p.m. And that will connect us with Manira Habil Umar and Bina Mohammed Beya. And they come with it's very important. It's all about courtship and
Worship and
marriage.
marriage. Yes, yes, that's
Yes, it's all about courtship and marriage. That's 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Then we go into Wednesday. Wednesday is starting at 8 a.m. with Imam Omar Mohammed of South Carolina. And he's presenting a step-by-step process of how to develop the thinking for developing community life, and the components, the strategies, the process for the various entities or connections that we have to make in developing community life,
well, sister.
seeing what is present.
Let's not give them everything. Let us
Oh, okay.
I mean, we brought them
Let
up
them
to
come and
date.
find out, right?
That's right. We brought them up to date about, where we're at and what we're doing as far as the community-wide Shura conference is concerned, as far as American Muslim 360 is concerned. We've given them the schedule from our Sunday program to our Tuesday program, and please be encouraged tonight to be talking about it's all about
Yes,
courtship and marriage right here on American Muslim 360, but we're fundraising for the rest of the week. Is that right, sis?
that is correct. All the
Yeah.
way through Saturday evening.
There you
And
go.
that will end with the National Town Hall. So
Yeah.
we would love to end it out at the town hall with having gone over the 25,000.
That's right.
Have no fear. Come on. We're here. You're here. The group intellect, your thinking is important, and we value it no matter what we've all gone through something and are going through something that we've had to make transitions in our life, something that has factored in our life that we didn't expect, or even we've planned our life out and we're living to the best that we can do, live. Uh, Whatever it is, our mind, and then our heart and our with our compassion. I call it CPR: compassion, purposeful, and respect.
Yeah, so well, I would hope that, so far since Sunday, that we, going for that 25,000, that we, how much can we say that we've raised so far? Maybe what can we say that we've raised so far?
We haven't done 10% yet. We're at 2,150.
Okay, we're 2,150. We're at 2,150. Come on. Come on. By the end of the day, let's make it to 3,000, 4,000. Come on. We have
I
to,
mean,
because we have the rest of the week. Remember, by the end of the week, by Saturday, we want to be at that $25,000 mark. So come on, go into your pockets and give to this organization that gives this wonderful information for the community. It is our responsibility, brothers and sisters, to come to support our community organizations. We can't be looking for the government to
I
support this
mean,
here. This is not a government supported organization. This is something that we have to do as far as the people are concerned. And it's good that we're doing. It's the good. So support the good. Support the good and go ahead and make a donation at cwsc.us. cwsc.us. We're at, let's get to, by the end of the day, let's get to $3,000 by the end of the day. I mean, because we've got to get to 25,000. Come on, let's make it happen. We can do it. We can do
we
it.
can do it.
Thank you.
Yes, we can. And
Yes.
Imam W.D. Muhammad's words, I echo, we cannot be stopped now.
No.
And
That's
whatever
right.
presence of thought that we are in, we cannot be stopped. So I choose not to be the barrier to stop me. So we advise everyone, don't be that barrier. Think of, yes, we can. And the 50 years ahead, it can only get better, inshallah. This is service
Inshallah.
to the believers. And
Inshallah.
above all, CWSC and its directing officers are servants to the people.
That's right. That's right. And even, and I just will say this here, because there was a problem as far as us utilizing some of the well, I'm not going to even go in it to that degree, but it is all about service to the community. That's what we're doing. We don't.
Yes.
This is volunteer service that we do. Each of us, as far as host is concerned, this is volunteer service that we do, looking to share with the people. So we come on and volunteer our time and volunteer our information and volunteer our service because we want to serve our community. Sister Martha?
Yes, yes, yes. And we invite you to if you want to participate with or connect with the American Muslim 360. By all means, the CEO is definitely preparing for strategic planning that is going to occur this Saturday. And I believe everyone you're invited, inshallah. That's culminating the end of everything that we're all about, meaning that the broadcasting network, it will be, that's the benefit. You will hear from all of the hosts perhaps. Oh, and by the way, we better get our registration form in, William. I need to redo my strategic form. That we, yes, we follow guidelines.
That's right.
We have a host handbook, and the host handbook is established upon the Quran as well, and upon the life of Prophet Muhammad, praise and peace be upon him. That mutual consultation happens within the design of American Muslim 360. So we thank Allah for what Thomas Abdul Salam and Dr. Aisha Kareem has left for us, given to the whole makeup, and then Mukhtar Muhammad. addressing more into the host handbook, and then all of us contributing, reading through, dissecting the bylaws, the laws that's governing us, and then the bylaws, and then the amendments where necessary. It's a structure, respecting the group intellect.
Alhamdulillah. Well, I thank you, Sister Martha, for coming on this morning on Stories of the Lives of the Prophets here on this Tuesday morning programming on American Muslim
Yes.
360. Next week, we will continue with the story of Ishmael. But right now, we're in fundraising mode for this week, fundraising mode, so that we can continue what it is, this great work that we're doing here with the community-wide Shura Conference. Thank you so very much, Sister Martha.
Thank you.
Alhamdulillah.
I stood. Alhamdulillah. And we'll go. Oh, let's see. You can stop recording on your end.